All right, got a really interesting question from somebody today, which amounted to, hey, look, I'm in corporate America, and isn't it true that there's a lot of people getting fired or not hired because of being associated with controversial ideas? And so, should I be speaking out? Is it okay to like stay behind the scenes and just give money, or do I need to be doing more? And like, I think it's a good question, right? Like, there are no shortage of stories of people actually facing these kinds of consequences for being associated with uh, not even controversial ideas today, but ideas that were not controversial a year or two ago, but now violate politically correct dogma. And so I'm very sympathetic to this situation. I don't think that it's risks that should be taken lightly. And I should say, um, there's something a little bit difficult about me giving advice here, given that I'm in basically a line of work where, if anything, I would benefit from attempts to cancel me just from the pure publicity. But that said, I think you have to ask yourself really, like, what am I about? So, I mean, take an extreme case, right? Your boss says, I want you to protest in the Black Lives Matter movement, or you're fired. Well, I think most of us would say, fine, like, take take this job and shove it. I'm not going to betray my ideas. And so the real question you would want to think about is, to what extent is my public silence achieving the same end? Because one thing to remember is that what groups like Black Lives Matter, and again, I always make this distinction between people who are worried about genuine racial injustice and this organization, which is promoting a version of critical race theory that is itself racist and anti-capitalist. What they want is your silence. What they want is you to fear the consequences of speaking out against them. And so, not as a moral judgment, but just as a matter of causality, if you are silent, you are doing what they want and helping them win. Because the way that good ideas lose is through the silence of people who disagree with bad ideas. And so, you really want to take seriously, yes, there are consequences of speaking up. Yes, you might lose a job, but this is not Soviet Russia, where if you speak up against the state, you cannot get work and you will starve to death. There are still employers out there who will hire you. There are employers out there who won't bother to look you up. There are employers who, if they did look you up and you were thoughtful in your criticisms, would actually view that as a selling point because they don't believe in a lot of this nonsense. And also remember, we're at a particularly bad time. I'm pretty confident that things will pass. I don't think they're going to get amazing overnight, but I do think that we're at a particularly bad moment. So, all that said, I'm very much on the side of thinking about, all right, where is my silence promoting bad ideas, and where can I effectively promote good ideas? And so a lot of that, yes, can be with money, can be with supporting thinkers who are producing ideas that you think are valuable and persuasive. But there's a lot that you can do and a lot that you probably should be doing. And the fact that there are risks associated with that, the fact that there are costs, does not make it martyrdom. It does not make it sacrifice. There's always going to be costs and risks involved in doing what's good for you. And the point is that this is not about like martyrdom to the cause. This is about playing the long game, because the costs of losing a job are nowhere the costs of losing freedom. Now, that said, here's your get out of jail free card, which is, people equate speaking out today with getting on social media and saying every thought that pops into their head. But if you are in your own life talking to a boss and objecting in private when he or she tries to inject this ideology in your organization, if coworkers ask you what you think and you tell them gently, yeah, I don't agree with this. If your niece who gets really passionate about politics, you say, hey, you should read Atlas Shrugged. If through your personal life and when and as these things come up, you are letting people know that you disagree with current trends, and where appropriate, letting them know a better alternative, that's what your moral responsibility is fundamentally. So I think we should be a lot less scared, be willing to pay a cost, but I don't think it means having to scramble to Facebook and like putting yourself out there as every thought that's in my head needs to go up there or I'm not doing my duty. That's not what this is about. So hope that's helpful. Good luck. Let me know what you guys think. And if you have any other questions about what should non-professionals be doing to promote good ideas, I think that's a topic really worth exploring. So make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, share this, like this, and sign up for the newsletter at donswriting.com. Talk to you soon.